All these years, I believed I was pregnant, but I was just fat. Hey, Wagwan, it's Chanice Rich here, and I'm back with another video. For today's video, I thought it would be fun to react to one of these storytime animation channels because these stories be so ridiculous. I do not believe them for the life of me. I do not believe them. Let me know in the comments down below if you ever watch one of these story times. But before we go on with this video, I need you guys to smash that thumbs up button and turn it blue. And if you're new, subscribe, boo, join the team, and become my online bestie. Guys, I am on the road to 5,000 subscribers. We can do it. What I need you guys to do is share this channel. Make sure you come and watch and you comment, like. That will help this channel grow. One we're gonna watch is called I've Been Pregnant for 3 years. First of all, I don't think that's possible.
Believe it or not, I was pregnant for 3 years. Sounds crazy?
Yeah, it does sound crazy.
Well, it's true. My husband and I were always trying for a baby. We desperately wanted one, but I never managed to get pregnant. It was so unfair because all of my brothers and sisters were getting married and having beautiful children.
I can relate to that just because I'm watching everybody around my age having kids, you know, starting a family, and I wish that for myself one day.
We were considering surrogacy or adoption, but we really wanted a baby of our own, and we couldn't afford to pay for either of those methods. Then one night I was in the kitchen and I felt something move in my stomach.
Girl, that might be gas.
It felt like a sort of bubbling, churning sensation.
That's definitely gas.
It was so surreal. At first I thought I had eaten something bad or had a stomach bug of some sort.
Or gas.
But then I started to think, wait, could this be a baby?
What? How does she go from
I'm feeling something in my stomach, it's food poisoning, to it's a baby?
Correct me if I'm wrong, I might not be educated, but can't you only feel a baby moving when you're like in your 3rd trimester? I feel like that would make sense. If she was just pregnant, like, how is she feeling a baby? It's gas, it's gas.
Was I pregnant? I didn't want to tell my husband yet because I didn't know for sure, but I was convinced I was pregnant. Even before I did the pregnancy test, I rushed to the store, bought a test, hurried back home, and rushed into the bathroom. I looked at the tiny screen and it said if there were 2 lines, I was pregnant. If there was 1, I wasn't pregnant.
Correct?
I hoped and prayed I would get those 2 lines. And sure enough, as I looked at the test, there were 2 lines.
Oh, she was pregnant. Congrats, girl. My bad, it wasn't gas.
I immediately burst out crying with joy. I was so thankful. I ran to tell my husband and he was so elated and we were so happy. Finally, we could start a family together. We rushed to get everything ready for the baby.
Okay, she rushed to get everything for the baby, but I just see her at the grocery store. I don't think your baby could eat food yet, honey. We got an ad. Listen, I hope you guys don't have ad blockers because once I get monetized, I'm gonna need y'all to support your girl and watch them ads, okay?
For the baby. We told our families at a huge dinner when we invited them all. We started preparing a room in the house for the baby. We painted it this lovely green color as we didn't know the gender yet.
You could have went with the yellow.
We started buying baby products like clothes, toys, and more. It was all so fun. My stomach got bigger and bigger, and we could feel the baby kicking around. I had to stop working because since I worked at this coal factory, I couldn't really move the equipment as well as I used to. This was a pretty tough decision though, seeing as we didn't have much money and now we were losing another source of income. But it was the best for the baby, so we decided it was the right choice. I used this baby monitor machinery thing that I bought online that said it amplified the baby's heartbeat.
Is that machine real? Like, is that real? That machine sounds expensive. So they had money to buy something to check the heart, to amplify the heartbeat.
We used it and we were so glad we could hear the baby. Its heart was beating so loudly and I started crying instantly when we used it. My family was so happy. My husband was so happy. Everything was right in the world.
Congrats, girl. I'm so happy for you.
My husband and I also decided we wouldn't bother having doctor appointments throughout the pregnancy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This girl said she was so... Nah, I need to go back. I need to go back. What did she just say?
My husband and I also decided we wouldn't bother having doctor appointments throughout the pregnancy.
Girl, you're pregnant. You said you struggle to get pregnant. Do you not know how important doctor appointments are? Like, huge mistake. What? How are you pregnant and not going to the doctors? That makes no sense. Oh my god, here we go with the dramatics of the story. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Sometimes when I watch these stories, I'm like, these people are so stupid.
For starters, they were incredibly expensive, and we just didn't have the money.
Oh, I'm here judging her without watching. I guess because in Canada, it's free healthcare. Like, my bad.
Secondly, we already had our own baby monitor device.
She's talking about the one that she uses to check the heartbeat. That doesn't check any other things. Like if the baby is developing properly, if the umbilical cord is around the baby's neck, like if the baby's healthy. Like, no, girl, you need to go to the doctor. You should have saved your money on that and used that money to go to the doctor, because that's nonsense.
The one we got online, so we didn't need to worry.
Online? Yo, first of all, they bought this heartbeat thingy online. Guys, what if it's fake? What if it's like a programmed heartbeat sound that they're hearing and not their actual baby heartbeat? Watch. That's what's gonna happen. I called it.
Since we could hear the baby's heartbeat, everything would be fine. My due date was coming up.
No.
And we were so excited. I wondered what the gender of the baby was, but I didn't care either way. I would love it no matter what. But then the due date came. And went, and I hadn't given birth yet. My stomach was enormous by this point. I had been eating a lot because I heard you were eating for 2 people, right?
Yeah.
Then a week after my due date, there was still no baby. We were starting to worry. We used the baby monitor device.
Girl, a week after, you're worrying to use the baby device thingy that you bought online to check if everything's fine. Go to the doctor. Oh my god.
And we could still hear the baby's heartbeat.
The heartbeat's fake. I'm telling you, the heartbeat's fake. The heartbeat was programmed in that device thingy. I'm telling you.
So it was fine. Maybe it was just taking its time to come out. We joked around that it liked staying in there too much. It didn't want to go out into the big wide world.
Funny.
More and more time passed, and then it came to 10 months. I was 1 month overdue. When would I give birth? Then, a year.
You're gonna tell me a whole year has gone by and you haven't gone to the doctor yet? Like, what is wrong with these people? Like, are these stories true? Are these stories true? Because this is wild.
We were really concerned, and we searched online, and it said sometimes pregnancies can last longer than 9 months. The world record for the longest pregnancy was 375 days.
Never knew that. I learn something new every day, but highly doubt it.
But my pregnancy soon surpassed that, and we still had no baby. I was so worried. My belly was huge.
I bet you that belly is just gas full of air, like I mentioned, plus all the food she was eating. That's what it is. Girl, you ain't pregnant. I'm sorry.
And there was no doubt in my mind that I was pregnant. Because our baby monitor proved we could hear the baby.
Here we go with the baby monitor thingy device thing again. It proves that there's a baby inside because she hears a heartbeat. These people are insane.
We could hear the baby moving around. We could hear its heartbeat. But why had I been pregnant for so long? This was not right.
No, it's not right. You got something right there.
It was universally known that a pregnancy lasted 9 months, right? So what was...
No shit.
So what was wrong with me?
Everything's wrong with you. Everything's wrong with you. What?
We used the baby heart monitor again, and the heartbeat was still going just as strong. So we decided we would trust our baby. Let the baby decide when it wanted to come out.
Or you could trust the doctor. Just saying.
I also felt somewhat proud. I must be a really good mother, considering the baby wanted...
Bruh, I don't even want to listen to this story no more. This girl just said she must be a very good mother considering that the baby does not want to come out. That makes you an awesome mother. Or going to the doctor to make sure that your baby's alright, that everything's alright in the stomach, would make you a good mother.
It must be really nice there. Time passed, and it was 1.5 years already. Our families were so confused, and we didn't know what to say or do or think.
If money was really the issue for her to go to the doctor or the hospital, whatever, there was nobody in her family or his family that could help pay. Let's hear.
They told us we should go to the doctor, but we didn't have enough money to pay. We were barely affording to feed ourselves. Eventually, our family said I must have had a miscarriage. I must have lost the baby. I was so upset, and my husband and I told them not to say such a thing. We could hear the baby's heartbeat through the monitor.
This damn monitor, oh my god. At least the grandparents are making a little sense, but they can't even, pay for one doctor visit? Like, Lord, what is going on?
Of course I was pregnant, but they didn't believe us, so my husband and I decided to cut off ties with them. If they didn't...
What? She cut off her family because they questioned that, there's something wrong? Like, you've had a baby inside you for almost 2 years, and they question, they're worried if you might have had a miscarriage, or they're telling you to go see a doctor, so you cut ties with them because, bruh. Bruh. What am I listening to right now? What am I listening to right now? I'm so upset.
If they didn't believe us, then why should we bother speaking to them? Years passed. I got used to the big belly, and I just believed that my baby was taking longer than most to come out.
Because that makes a lot of sense.
I had been pregnant for 3 years. When would I give birth? But then I wondered, would that mean when I did eventually give birth, the baby would be 3 years old?
For you to ask yourself that, don't you think there's something wrong? Like, that's not normal? How can you give birth to a 3-year-old? Your whole inside would be damaged. Your vagina will be no longer.
That would be massive.
No shit. Of course that would be massive. Like, what is... these stories, I tell you guys, these stories are ridiculous. They are ridiculous.
I was so worried, and I told my husband we had to go to the doctors.
After 3 years, they decide to go to the doctors. After 3 freaking years. Let's hear how they're going to make their way to the doctor.
I didn't care if we couldn't afford it. I was worried for the baby and my health too. How would I give birth to a baby the size of a 3-year-old?
Like, you waited until 3 years to decide, to think, how can I give birth to a 3-year-old? So when the baby was 2, approaching 3, you didn't think of that? Like, that makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
But then she spoke up.
I bet there's no baby. I bet you guys $10 there's no baby. Say bet in the comments down below.
We went to the doctors and they hooked me up to a monitor. The doctor looked around on the screen and stayed silent for a while. But then she spoke up and told us I wasn't pregnant.
Duh! Like, what? What? It's gas!
I just had a big belly.
You just... The doctor said, you just got a big belly. You're not pregnant. I feel bad because she... No, I don't feel bad because she's stupid. You're really stupid. Are you going to think you're pregnant for 3 whole years and not go see a doctor?
We were shocked, to say the least. We almost didn't believe her. We told her about the baby heart monitor, the one we bought online. Just yesterday, we had done another scan, and it had played out our baby's heartbeat just as loudly as ever. Surely there was a baby inside me. But she explained those didn't always work. Sometimes they just played out heartbeats. Even when there weren't any.
Told you so.
What are you talking about? I cried out to the doctor. She nodded her head sadly. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but it's true. You're not pregnant. Those baby heart monitors you bought were faulty.
Like, are you dumb or are you dumb?
You should never buy something like that from some random online company. You can't always trust them.
No shit.
But you could always try to get pregnant again. But started my husband. Why does she have a big stomach then?
That is the question. Why does she have a big stomach then? It's gas or she ate too much. Oh my god. I'm here laughing. Hopefully she doesn't have like a cyst or a tumor or something. Oh my god. I will feel really bad after all this. I mean, she should have been going to the doctor, but still, I feel bad.
The doctor looked uncomfortable. Well, that is just flesh. It's not from any baby. My mouth fell open in shock. So, this is just fat?
No, I have to play that again. You have to play that back.
My mouth fell open in shock. So,
This is just fat? This is just fat? Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's so shocked that it's just fat. Girl, you said you've been eating for 2. So what do you expect?
The doctor nodded. I'm afraid so. But don't lose hope. Getting pregnant again is always an option. You should try. I nodded absent-mindedly. I couldn't believe it. All this time, all 3 years, I had believed I was pregnant. But it turned out all of that was a lie. I was just fat.
The dramatics. The dramatics. She's just like, all these years, I believed I was pregnant, but I was just fat. Oh my god, I shouldn't laugh at this woman's pain because it's not funny. Some people really struggle to get pregnant. But come on, guys. Like, she should have went to the doctor. Like, this is ridiculous now.
I started crying and my husband held me close. But then the doctor seemed to jump as something lit up on the monitor screen. She swiveled the mouse around frantically and scratched her head. What is it? I asked. The doctor didn't answer me, just called another doctor to come in. He walked into the room, smiled at us, and looked once again at the screen. My husband and I had no clue what was going on, but the doctors looked worried. Then one of them eventually addressed us. I'm sorry, miss, but you are in fact pregnant.
Now I look like Boo Boo the Fool. I dissed the girl for no reason. But wait, she was pregnant for 3... Nah. Okay, we need to continue the story because what? This makes no sense. I'm so upset.
I looked at him in alarm. What? But you said I wasn't. Our apologies. Our apologies. This is a very...
He said, my mistake.
This is a very unusual case, you see. Never has there been a woman that has been pregnant for 3 years. So, I have a baby inside of me? Well, no, you don't have a baby.
Nah. You're confusing me. Is she pregnant or is she not pregnant? Like, you're stressing me.
I raised my hands in frustration. What are you talking about? Am I pregnant or am I not?
Is she pregnant or is she not? That's what I said.
The doctor nodded. You are pregnant, just not with a baby.
Oh, she's having twins probably.
So, the doctor took a deep breath. You're pregnant with 3 babies.
3 babies? Holy fam. That's a lot of babies. So what? A year each to cook a baby? Like what? Why was it 3 years? Like they need to explain that.
You have triplets. My husband gasped and I raised my hand to my mouth in surprise. Triplets? The doctors nodded, but there was more. She said, it seems you have been pregnant for 3 years, but the babies have been, how should I say this? Dormant. How should I say this? Dormant. What does that mean? It means they haven't grown at all in that 3-year period. It seems you are fertilized, but your babies just haven't been growing.
What? Is this really possible? Like, is this a real thing?
What does that mean? It means they haven't grown at all in that 3-year period. It seems you are fertilized, but your babies just haven't been growing. Well, what do we need to do? We suggest having surgery. We have methods of encouraging the babies into growth. If we succeed, you can expect triplets in 9 months.
9 months?
Whoa! So the babies weren't growing for the whole 9 months? Wait, the whole 3 years. Now I'm confused. Wait a minute. So are these just like embryos still? Like fetuses? I'm so confused. Oh my god, let's finish this.
Not 3? Yes, 9 months. No, but wait, said my husband. We don't have enough money to pay for the surgery. Oh, about that, said the doctor. The U.S. government will no doubt provide funds for your operation. You see, this is a
very special case. As far as
You see why they should have went to the doctor a long time ago?
special case. As far as we're concerned, this has never happened before in human history. I couldn't even really process what they were saying, but I was just happy to find out I really was pregnant, but with triplets. Oh, could we handle it?
I don't know how they're gonna financially handle it. Because they couldn't handle going to the doctor financially, so I'm gonna pray over this family.
But what about funding for raising our triplets? We're poor people. I'm sure the government will help with that too, but in return, you will allow us to check in every now and then just to make sure things are going smoothly.
This is blessed, yo. I want to be pregnant for 3 years and find out I have triplets so the government can fund my life. That's lit. What?
Of course, it was only a week later when the surgery was conducted. I was put under and they sent in some sort of chemical that activated the fetus and encouraged the babies into growth. When I woke up, my husband was there looking very worried, and the doctors told me everything had gone perfectly fine. Congratulations, they said. You are now officially pregnant. You can expect triplets in 9 months.
That's crazy. You are now officially pregnant. You weren't pregnant before. There was just 3 babies in you. But you're officially pregnant. Now I'm curious to know if that heartbeat monitor thingy was actually real. Like, were they actually hearing a heartbeat? But then they said the babies weren't growing. So were the babies dead and now they're alive? Or they were always alive and just not growing? They were just frozen? Bro.
yes, I did give birth to triplets in 9 months from that time. 2 boys and 1 girl. All healthy, all beautiful.
Oh, cute.
We named them Aiden, Alex, and Amy. They are now growing up into amazing children. And as it turns out, I got pregnant again.
Lord, please. Let us not go through this again.
I now have a huge belly, and don't worry, we checked with the doctors. I am definitely pregnant.
Good. She learned from her first mistake. She checked with the doctors right away. And her belly is not just fat.
I now have a huge belly. And don't worry, we checked with the doctors. I am definitely pregnant. No dormant eggs. No 3-year pregnancy. I couldn't be more excited. You probably think I'm stupid for trusting that baby heart monitor from online.
I was saying that the whole time.
But when you have a heart monitor that tells you there's a baby inside you, you believe it.
No, you don't. You go to the doctor and you believe what the doctor says.
Guess we should have gone to the doctor
No,
sooner, but
bullshit.
we were really poor.
I guess we should have gone to the doctor sooner, but we were really poor. But I'm happy to say now that I am pregnant. Really, truly. The doctors performed a scan and showed us the image of our little girl. Now those can't be faulty.
Guys, that was the end of that story. Like I said, these storytime animation things be so crazy. Like, they have the craziest stories. My stories are real. Not saying their stories aren't real. We don't know. Speculation. But my stories are real. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button and turn it blue. And if you're new, subscribe, join the team, and become my online bestie. Don't forget to always chase your dreams. I'll see you guys in the next video. But before I let you go, comment down below what you thought of this story. And comment down below if you would like me to react to more of these story times. That's it, yo. Bye.